other group claiming statehood, not the Kurds, not the the Chechens, not the Tibetans, have ever turned down an offer of statehood and then complained about it so bitterly. But our students are being incredibly brainwashed, and it's largely through the BDS program. And there's an article in today's Jerusalem Post, I think, saying, wow, great, the BDS program has failed, no university campus has adopted BDS. That's misleading. Nobody ever thought any university campus would adopt BDS, and I can tell you why. When one campus did, Hampshire College, which my son went to, the alumni all got together. I was the leader in that campaign, and we told the president of Hampshire College, if you divest from Israel, we divest from you. We will cut out all alumni contributions. We spread that all over the country, and every college president knows now they can't divest from Israel. But that's not the function of BDS. The function of BDS is to persuade the next generation of leaders that Israel is the worst human rights offender in the world. And that's why it's not enough to win against BDS. We have to win in the marketplace of ideas. And I'll end with one little vignette, which many of you might find interesting. So a year ago, my granddaughter was a student at Oxford, and I had been asked a few times to come to Oxford and debate at the Oxford Union, which is the oldest and greatest debate society in the world. But I'd always been told you can't win a debate at the Oxford Union for Israel. But my granddaughter was there, so I had to accept. And I don't like to lose. And so I thought hard about how to make the debate against BDS. I was supposed to debate Barghouti originally, the founder of BDS. He refused to debate me, saying I am an object of the BDS movement because I'm a Zionist. So I'm being boycotted. So they got a great human rights person named Peter Tatchell from England, and we debated in front of hundreds and hundreds of students. And I just really made 2 points in the debate. One, I spent a little time going over the history of how many times the Palestinians have been offered an opportunity to have a two-state solution. The students sat there with their mouths open. They had never heard that. Oxford students had never heard the history. They simply didn't know a thing. And then I got up into the audience and I said to them, I want you to name one country, just one country, shout it out, in the world, faced with threats comparable to those faced by Israel, that has a better record of human rights, higher compliance with the rule of law, and more concern for avoiding civilian casualties among enemies. Name a country. Total silence. I said I have all day. I'll stand here all day. Name a country. Nobody would shout out a country. Even in a hostile audience, finally a student, as a joke, yelled out, Iceland. And of course, Iceland hasn't had an enemy in 900 years. And we ended up winning the debate, not because I'm a better debater, but because the arguments on our side, if you can present them to open-minded students. Now, 10% of the students wouldn't change their mind on either side, but it's the 80% in the middle that can change their minds, and we should not give up on defending Israel, in defending Israel among liberals, among conservatives. We should never let Israel become a liberal-conservative divide issue, a Republican-Democrat issue. We should always make sure that we are appealing to all sides of the debate when it comes to Israel, and we have very, very strong and powerful liberal progressive arguments for Israel, and I should make them, and conservatives should make the arguments for conservatives, and we should never give up on anybody when it comes to defending Israel.